English podcast.
From Learn English with Joy. Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Learn English with Joy. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Yes, just by pressing play, you've already done something kind for yourself. And that matters. It really does. Whether you're walking, doing dishes, or lying on your bed, thank you for letting us join your moment. You're not just listening to a podcast. You're building your English, your confidence, your voice.
And we're honored to walk this journey with you, slowly, gently, one word at a time. So, let's breathe, relax, and begin today's episode together.
Let's be honest, learning English alone can feel heavy sometimes. You start with energy, with dreams. But then one day, you skip your study time, then another day, and suddenly, the fire feels dim.
We've both been there. That quiet moment when you ask, am I even improving? Is this working? And there's no teacher beside you, no classmate to push you, just you.
And that's hard. That's really hard. But you know what? You're still here, still trying, still listening.
And that means something beautiful is still alive in you, the desire to keep going.
So today's episode is for you, the learner who's doing it all on your own.
We're going to talk about how to stay motivated when learning English by yourself. No classrooms, no tutors, just real, simple ways to keep your heart inspired.
We'll share tips that helped us, small habits that truly work, and gentle encouragement to remind you you are not alone.
By the end of this episode, we hope you feel lighter, more hopeful, and ready to take your next English step with joy.
Let's begin, shall we? A few years ago, I tried to learn Spanish. I downloaded an app, bought a notebook, even made a playlist of Spanish music. The first week, I was on fire. I practiced every evening, wrote down new words, and imagined myself traveling to Barcelona, ordering food in perfect Spanish. But by week 3, something shifted. One night, I forgot to study. The next day, I told myself I'd catch up, but didn't. Then a week passed, and I realized I had stopped. No reason. Just faded out. That fire I had, it was gone, and I felt guilty. I thought, maybe I'm just not disciplined enough. Maybe I'm not serious. But looking back now, I see it clearly. It wasn't about laziness.
No, it wasn't. That happens to so many of us, Chris. And if you're listening right now and thinking, yeah, that's me too, please know, you are not alone. Motivation fades for very human reasons. Sometimes it's because you don't see progress fast enough. You study hard for 2 weeks, but your speaking still feels slow, your vocabulary still feels limited, and it gets frustrating. Sometimes it's because you have no feedback. No teacher to say, great job, no one to answer, am I doing this right? And that silence can make you feel lost. And sometimes, it's just the loneliness. Learning alone can feel quiet, too quiet, like no one sees the effort you're putting in.
Exactly. When I stopped learning Spanish, it wasn't because I didn't care. It's because I didn't know how to keep going when no one was watching. I didn't have a system. I didn't celebrate my small wins. I didn't give myself kindness.
And that's the key message we want you to remember today. You're not lazy. You just need support, structure, and small wins. You need a way to see your progress, even if it's small. You need a rhythm, something soft and steady that carries you forward. And most of all, you need encouragement, from others and from yourself.
So before we move into practical tips, pause for a second. Think about your own journey. If you've started and stopped many times, that's okay. You're still here. You pressed play on this episode. You're listening with an open heart.
And that means you're not behind. You're not failing. You're simply learning how to carry your fire in a different way.
All right, now that we've named that truth, let's talk about how to build it back, gently, step by step.
Let's move into the next part, setting small, doable goals that give your learning real momentum.
You see, when we're struggling to move forward, we often think we need something big to get going again. A big plan, a big change, a big breakthrough.
But what we really need is something small, something kind, something that says, just this for today. Small doesn't mean weak. Small means possible. And when something feels possible, we do it. And when we do it, we start to feel strong again.
I remember one time, after giving up on Spanish for months, I told myself, okay, I'll just open the app. That's it. I did. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll do just one word. And I did. That one word didn't change the world, but it changed me. Because I moved. Because I showed up.
And that's the magic of small goals. They create movement, and movement creates confidence, and confidence brings back motivation.
Now, how do we make these goals clear and helpful? There's a little method we love called SMART goals.
SMART stands for S specific, M measurable, achievable, R relevant, and finally is T I am bound.
Let's say your goal is, I want to improve my English. That's nice, but it's too vague. Your brain doesn't know where to start. Now try this. I will listen to a 5-minute English podcast tonight before bed. Now that's specific. You can measure it. It fits your day. It helps your English. And you know when you'll do it.
Let's make it fun. Chris, want to do a little goal-setting role play?
Absolutely. I'm ready.
All right, I'm the learner. Ask me.
So, Emily, what's your English goal for today?
Okay. I will listen to one short English podcast today while I'm cooking dinner.
I love that. Simple, real, and something you can actually do. And when you do it, even just once, it means you kept a promise to yourself.
Now it's your turn, dear listener. Right now, take a quiet moment. Breathe in and think. What is one gentle goal I can set for myself today? It could be, I will say 3 English words out loud while walking. I will write 1 English sentence about how I feel. I will watch a short English video after lunch.
Whatever your goal is, let it be small. Let it be kind. Let it fit inside your real life, not the perfect one you wish you had.
And if you do it, even once, pause. Notice that moment. You showed up for yourself. And that's the beginning of change.
You don't need to climb the whole mountain today. You just need to take one small, steady step.
Now here's something we've both learned on our own language journeys. Motivation is beautiful, but it's not always reliable. It comes in waves. It rises, then disappears.
But habits? Habits are different. They're like quiet roots, steady, hidden, but powerful. A habit doesn't ask if you feel like learning today. It just says, this is what we do.
So what if, instead of chasing motivation every day, we focused on building a habit? Something gentle, automatic, like brushing your teeth or pouring your morning tea.
I actually started doing that with English years ago. Every time I made coffee in the morning, I played one short English video. Just one. No pressure, no goal, just connection.
For me, it was walking. I love walking in the afternoon, and I started bringing English with me. I'd put on a podcast or a playlist and let the language walk beside me.
And soon, it wasn't extra work. It was just part of life.
So here's a gentle idea. Don't create a habit from scratch. Attach English to something you already do. Here are a few examples. While drinking tea, listen to 1 English conversation. While brushing teeth, say 3 English phrases. Before sleeping, read 1 short paragraph in English. While cooking, play a vocabulary video. Your brain loves routines. When it sees the same pattern every day, it relaxes. It says, this is safe, I know this. And if you'd like a little help, there are apps for that. One fun one is Habitica. It turns your habits into a game. You get points for doing your goals. It's simple and kind of fun.
There's also Google Calendar. You can set tiny reminders like 3 p.m., watch 1 English short video. Seeing that little pop-up reminds you, gently, to keep your promise.
Now, let's talk about your space. The place you study in matters more than we think. Try to create a small corner that feels friendly. No stress. Maybe just a notebook, a cup of tea, and your favorite pen.
Even placing a sticky note with a kind message like, "One word today is enough," can shift the feeling. Learning shouldn't feel like punishment. It should feel like a small act of self-love.
So if you're building a habit, start soft. 1 minute, one word, one sentence, every day. And attach it to something warm, something familiar.
Because the truth is, it's not about how fast you go. It's about showing up gently, again and again.
Motivation may come and go, but the habit you build, that quiet rhythm, it will carry you farther than you think.
And while you're building that rhythm, remember this: small wins keep the journey alive. Sometimes we think we have to wait for the big moment, like speaking fluently or passing a test, before we celebrate. But your brain doesn't work that way. Your brain needs little signs that say, "Hey, you did something good today."
That moment of success, even a tiny one, tells your mind, I can do this. And when your brain believes that, it wants to keep going.
I still remember the first time I formed a full sentence in French, correctly. It was something simple, like, "I would like some coffee, please." But I didn't need to think in English first. I just said it, naturally. And you know what? I walked out of that cafe feeling like a superhero. Not because of the sentence, but because I did it. And that little win made me want more.
We all need that feeling. I did it. So how can we give it to ourselves every day? Start by noticing your wins. Did you speak one English phrase out loud today? Write it down. Did you listen to an English podcast while walking? Say, "Well done," to yourself.
And yes, reward yourself. Not with something big, just something kind. Maybe a favorite snack. Maybe 10 minutes of your favorite show. Maybe just a quiet note you write to yourself. You showed up. I'm proud of you.
These little rewards tell your heart, this matters. You matter. And when your heart feels seen, it keeps walking.
So don't wait for perfect. Celebrate progress, especially the small kind. That's where real growth lives.
Let today be proof. One step, one word, one smile, and you are already on your way.
And the more you walk, the more you realize English doesn't only live in textbooks, it lives around you, if you invite it in.
That's right. One of the most powerful things you can do is this. Turn your environment into a soft, daily English space. Not loud, not stressful, just present.
Start small. Change your phone's language to English. At first, it might feel strange, but soon you'll know settings, battery, or alarm without even trying.
Try sticky notes too. Label your mirror with, "You're doing great." Put fridge, or door, or window right on the objects themselves. It's a quiet way to bring vocabulary into your real life.
And podcasts. Oh, they're such a gift. Play one while brushing your teeth or while making breakfast. It doesn't matter if you understand every word. What matters is your brain is listening.
One of my favorite routines is my English mirror time. Each morning, I look in the mirror and say one or two sentences out loud. Simple things like, "Today is a good day." "I'm learning." "I'm growing." At first, it felt awkward, but now it's like brushing my soul, not just my teeth.
That's beautiful, Emily, and so real. You don't need a teacher beside you to practice speaking. Sometimes the mirror is enough.
If you're wondering where to start, here are some kind companions for your ears and heart. Easy English, real conversations on the street with subtitles. BBC 6-Minute English, short lessons with useful vocabulary. English Class 101, friendly videos for many levels. And of course, music.
Music is powerful. Pick one song you like. Read the lyrics. Sing along, even softly. Suddenly, vocabulary becomes emotion. And emotion, you'll remember.
So surround yourself, not just with lessons, but with the feeling of English. Let it be the background music to your day.
Because when English is around you, it becomes part of you. And then, speaking, listening, understanding, it all starts to feel natural.
You don't have to move to another country to live with English. You can invite it in, right where you are.
Right here, right now. Let's keep inviting it in, one word at a time.
And sometimes the most powerful word you can say is hello, not to a textbook, but to another human being.
You see, when I was learning Spanish, there was a day I felt stuck. I had no energy, no progress, no confidence. Then I did something simple. I posted a message in an online group. I said, "Today I'm going to try to speak for 5 minutes in Spanish. Wish me luck." And you know what happened? Someone replied, "You've got this." Another person said, "Let us know how it goes." And suddenly, I wasn't alone anymore.
That moment changes everything. Learning a language is personal, but it doesn't have to be lonely. Even when you're physically alone, knowing there's someone, somewhere, walking the same path, it gives you strength.
And today, we have so many ways to connect. You don't need a classroom. You just need a comment box, or a friendly app, or a space where other learners gather.
Here are some kind online communities you can try. Reddit, r/English Learning : People share struggles, tips, and encouragement. Discord, English servers. You can join voice chats, ask questions, or just listen. Hello Talk. Chat with native speakers who are also learning your language. It's like a friendly language exchange cafe, but online.
Don't worry if your English isn't perfect. That's the whole point. You show up, just as you are, and you'll be surprised how many others feel the same.
Sometimes all it takes is one message. Today I learned 3 new words. Or even just, I'm trying. You never know, your courage might encourage someone else.
So, if you're listening right now, would you like to try? Just write one small goal in the comments, right under this episode. Tell us what you're learning today. We'd love to read it. And more importantly, we'll cheer for you.
Because learning together doesn't mean being in the same room. It means knowing, deep down, that we're all learning, all growing, all reaching, together.
You're not alone in this.
Never have been.
And we're right here, with you.
And here's one last gentle tool to keep your journey going. Write it down. Not essays, not grammar drills, just your own words in your own way.
A progress journal isn't about being perfect. It's about paying attention. Because when you pause and write, you begin to see things you didn't notice before.
You start to see patterns. I feel more confident on days I listen to music. I learn better in the morning. I spoke without translating today. Wow.
Start simple. One sentence, every day.
Just right. Today I listened to a podcast. Today I learned the word grateful. Today I didn't want to study, but I did anyway.
It may not seem like much, but when you look back after a week or a month, you'll see your growth.
Your own words become your mirror, your proof, your motivation.
And here's something I believe. If you write it, you'll notice it. If you notice it, you'll grow it.
So give yourself that moment, a notebook, a voice note, a calendar app, whatever feels right.
Make space to notice yourself, not just your English.
Because progress isn't only about what you learn, it's also about how you feel while learning.
And writing helps you remember both.
Now, it's time to sit with the words that carried us through today's journey.
We'll say them gently, one by one. Take your time. Repeat out loud. Let each word feel real, like it belongs to you. Say them out loud with us. Whisper if you like. Let them become part of how you speak, think, and grow.
First, motivation. Definition: the reason you do something or keep going. Example: I lost my motivation when I didn't feel any progress. Practice: Repeat after me. I lost my motivation when I didn't feel progress. Inspiration. Motivation is the spark, but habit keeps the fire burning.
Second, doable. Definition: small or simple enough to try. Example: learning one new word each day feels doable. Practice: say with me, learning one new word a day feels doable. Inspiration: doable means possible, and possible is powerful.
Third habit. Definition. A regular action you do without thinking too much. Example. Listening to English during my walk became a habit. Practice. Try saying, it became a habit. Inspiration. Habits are invisible progress, gentle, steady, strong.
4. Celebrate. Definition: to enjoy or mark a success, big or small. Example: I celebrated saying my first full sentence in English. Practice: say this with joy. I celebrated saying a full sentence. Inspiration: even one word is worth a celebration.
5. Consistency. Definition. Doing something regularly over time. Example. With consistency, I started to feel more confident in English. Practice, gently. With consistency, I felt progress. Inspiration. Consistency isn't loud, it's loyal.
6. Surround. Definition: to be all around something or someone. Example: I surrounded myself with English through music and notes. Practice, repeat. I surrounded myself with English. Inspiration: the more English is around you, the more it becomes part of you.
Siedmeho momentum. Definition. The energy to keep moving forward. Example. One small goal gave me momentum to keep learning. Practice. Say this. I had momentum to do more. Inspiration. A little progress creates the push for more.
8. Burnout. Definition: to feel tired or drained from doing too much for too long. Example: I used to burn out after studying too many hours. Practice. Whisper gently. I used to burn out. Inspiration: rest isn't failure, it's fuel.
Pick one word that meant something to you today. Write it. Speak it. Let it stay with you this week.
These are not just vocabulary words, they're tools, friends, gentle steps toward confidence.
Before we go, let's remind you of something simple but powerful. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going.
That's right. Progress doesn't mean speaking fast or using big words. Sometimes it just means showing up, saying one sentence, trying again tomorrow.
Every time you speak, even with mistakes, you're growing. You're building courage. And that matters so much more than perfection.
There's a quote I love by Nelson Mandela. He said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." And maybe today, English feels hard. Maybe it even feels impossible. But one day, you'll look back and realize you've come so far.
We're so proud of you for listening, for learning, and for choosing to grow.
So before you end this episode, we have one gentle invitation for you.
Say one sentence in English, right now, out loud. It could be, I'm learning. Today, I tried. I want to speak more.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours.
Let your voice be part of your learning, not just your mind.
And we'll be right here, cheering for you every small step of the way.
Thanks for listening to Learn English with Joy. See you next time.
And until then, keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep going.